Hey, what's up, guys? This is Cody the Coin Raptor, and welcome to my show. I'm here to talk to you today about some chart TA, starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has had quite the day. It's kind of ping-ponged between these two ranges here. Again, with support at about 18,600, and then support at about 19,500. So if we zoom in here a little bit, we can see that it's been kind of bouncing off of both these ranges. And as I said earlier this morning in my Twitter account, I see that both of these, that Bitcoin is going to trade in between this channel for now, because what we've seen in the past is that Bitcoin likes to move sideways for a bit, and it'll probably wind up continuing that pattern for at least a couple of days or so before it decides if it's going to drop or it's going to push through this resistance level here. And I honestly think it's probably going to wind up dropping and revisiting the June lows. I based on what I've seen so far and what I talked about yesterday was the fact that it closed below the previous levels here. So the close that it made back when it went down here in the 6th of September was actually the lowest close Bitcoin has had since 2020. So we will probably wind up seeing it go and retest these June lows, okay? But for the short term, it is in the middle of the range for RSI. So again, I kind of expect it to move sideways for at least the next couple of days. However, it could definitely push above this resistance level here if we have enough volume, but we'll have to see. And if it does happen, I'll make sure I let you guys know on my Twitter account. But let's talk about Ethereum here for a second. So Ethereum is doing some very interesting things. Ethereum has this sideways consolidation going on right here. We can see that in the past when Ethereum has done this sideways consolidation, it has tried to push to break out above this level here at about 1678. It's tried that before and it failed, and then it slid heavily. All right. But one thing I want to show you is we're going to zoom out here a little bit and go to the daily. All right. Right now, Ethereum, if we zoom out enough, is still in the middle of an uptrend. So we can see that the low of about 900 or so has not been even come anywhere near that point. So Ethereum has gone sideways, but it's mostly upwards. It's actually it's still in a very nice uptrend, and we can see it uptrend all the way up until the merge event, which is going to happen on the 15th. If we take a look at Ethereum Dominance, it's actually trying to break out of that Ethereum Dominance resistance level at about 2106 in that region. And the reason why this is so important here is because this level of resistance would, if it breaks it, would be the highest point Ethereum has actually gone to for the Ethereum Dominance since December of 21. Okay, that was in the middle of, that was still well within the bull market here. So if Ethereum pushes higher than this point, it will have been it'll be contesting with its bull market highs, which would be very bullish. And I think Ethereum is actually probably going to be able to push through this dominance level and revisit these highs. Now, whether it holds these highs is a different matter entirely. But the way I see it is usually in a kind of classic trader fashion, you're going to have a buy the rumor, sell the news type of move, where you have a lot of people getting into Ethereum before the actual merge happens. And then when the merge happens, the day the merge happens, you're going to see some downward selling pressure on the price itself. But if it can push through this resistance level, that would definitely be very bullish short term, especially considering it's in rarefied air that was only reached once before in the previous bull market high. So I want you guys to definitely pay attention to that. This would definitely be very interesting, and if it does break that point, I will make sure I let you guys know. And then if we take a look at the Bitcoin dominance, it's the exact opposite story. Because as I've said before many times in this channel, the Bitcoin dominance has taken a hit every single time Ethereum dominance has pushed up, because they kind of work inversely, because people are taking their money out of Bitcoin and instead they're putting it into Ethereum ahead of the merge event. And right now, Bitcoin is at a level that we haven't seen in quite some time for Bitcoin dominance. I mean, we'll have to go all the way back. We can move this down a little bit further. and we have to go all the way back to February of 2018. Now that is crazy. I mean, that right here, this area right here, this is not even, I want to call it the bear market, because the end of the bear market was for Bitcoin was January of 19 or so up here in this region, but it's at an area that it hasn't seen since February of 2018. So that is quite remarkable, and it just shows you that Bitcoin has hit some heavy weakness right now, and that is clearly weighing on the price. So we'll see if it can find some support here, but the way it's looking, it's only spent a couple of, what looks like a couple of months in this region before we might be able to see some support here. And if it drops below this level about 35%, then Bitcoin is in real trouble here, because at that point, that would mean that either most traders are taking, and traders and investors are taking the money out of Bitcoin and they're putting it into stable coins, or they're putting it into Ethereum, and that would definitely not be good for Bitcoin. All right. So one other thing I want to show you is, when we talk about Bitcoin, I've shown this Bitcoin rainbow price chart, and it's just a very easy way of understanding kind of the valuation of Bitcoin. So right now it has these separate bands here. Bubble territory, sell, FOMO intensifies, is this a bubble? HODL, still cheap, accumulate, buy, and basically a fire sale. So right now it's been down in basically a fire sale region for quite some time, probably in the last 3 or 4 months or so, and it's actually starting to dip under that level. So when we had that huge run down a couple of days ago, it actually pushed through that basically under a fire sale region here. So right now, if you accumulate according to this Bitcoin rainbow chart, it's telling you like, hey, this it's massively underpriced right now. So that's just one indicator that I like to use. Another indicator when I want to take a look at Bitcoin is, I ask myself, what are the whales doing? And Bitcoin whale number 3 has been on fire lately. Bitcoin whale number 3, the largest privately held Bitcoin wallet, has been adding Bitcoin. And you can see recently, today, they added another 163 Bitcoin. That's just crazy, man. This whale right here is buying the dip heavy. I mean, this whale is accumulating at a level that I've never seen it accumulate at before. I mean, we're talking about 1,000 here, 1,000 there, 1,000 there, 500 there, and it has been nonstop. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, but this Bitcoin whale, the largest Bitcoin whale, the largest privately held Bitcoin wallet, has been buying like crazy. And if we take a look at the shrimps, or I should say, the people in between the shrimps and the whales, we can see that the number of addresses with at least one Bitcoin has gone up to 901,000. So we're past that 900 point already. All right. So people are still accumulating. Okay, so that's all I've got for you guys today. If you like this content, please let me know. Please like and subscribe, and also check me out on Twitter. This is Cody the Coin Raptor, signing out.